fellow stellar gamers. It's your gal, GamerGal792, and welcome back for another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. So, last episode, or the last time I recorded, we finished up the investigation, and now we're on to the second day of court. We learned a lot of stuff. We learned about Pearl's alibi during the murder, which it turns out that she was playing in the winding way, and she accidentally broke the sacred urn of Ami Faye. And we also got into Enie's psychologues about the car accident where her sister Miney was killed in. And we learned that she was a patient at Hottie Clinic. From horrible burns, and she really believes that Dr. Gray was the one that drugged Mimi about the accident. And then we got to talking to Mia, because she was hiding some stuff about who the actual murderer is, because she believes her Aunt Morgan had something to do with it. But because she had an alibi, because she was with Phoenix and Lada, we're saying that we had an accomplice. So we still have some questions left to figure out, but here we are. Let's go. Hiya, babe! How are you? Oh, I've missed you. How are you, darling? Oh, don't look sad. We're gonna get you out. Don't worry. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? Wait, she is? Oh, crap, she is. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me, and, well... Babe, don't you compare yourself to Francisca, okay? You two are different professions. I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Yeah, exactly! Girl, you've helped us out so much. Like, you helped us help when your conviction and my conviction when your sister died. And you're a really big help with channeling Mia during Turnabout Samurai and Turnabout. Even though you didn't were able to get her for Turnabout Goodbyes, you still helped. And you helped us with the phone number during the Lost Turnabout. You've helped so much, babe. Good morning. Hi, Pearl. How are you? Oh gosh, I did my kid's voice the other recording, so hopefully I got it back. Two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother's coming today to show her support. Oh, well, this might be bad for us. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Nia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Considering the fact that your mom's gonna be here, and Mia has her big suspicion about Aunt Morgan's motive behind this, I think it'd be really best that you're not, like, watching, girl. I'm so sorry. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough! You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly! Not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. God, bro. Thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Right, because she was been channeling Mia the whole time, so she doesn't know what's up. She doesn't know what Mia and I discussed. Okay. It's trial time. There's my girl! Mia! Hello, Judge. It's been forever. How are you? Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Hello, Francisca. How are you? Mr. Phoenix Light, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Hi, babe, Mia! I'm so happy to see you. How are you, darling? Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Yeah, with your damn whip. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Mia's not phased at all. Get it, girl. Get it. Glad to see you in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. You did not just go there, Francisca. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Yeah, Phoenix, for your sake, do not get in the middle of this, okay? Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? Okay, I gotta hear this. But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that this is when she dropped this key. But we were outside the whole time. It was us, Phoenix, Lotta, and Morgan. And Pearl was out too. All 4 of us were like outside the channeling chamber. There's no way she could... Even if we said last time that she could have left because we only said that to buy time, there's no way she could have passed all 4 of us. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Girl, why do you have your tea in here, madam? Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? Ah! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... You be quiet! Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. Oh, what are you spouting now that you not tell me anything? What in the world could have? Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. There's no fucking way! What? Order! 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 Miss Fey, please testify to the court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. You think, Mia? You think? Maya's escape. God, why is it always the first time we hear about this crap? After we heard the gunshots, those 2 broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Ryan and the other lady could please contact the police. pistol was hanging from Mr. Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. But Pearl would have seen her! The fuck? Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Miss Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix, right? Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Well, I'm going to find it no matter how long I have to press her on. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door down. The door opened and entered the chamber, that's true. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Yeah, she wanted us to get the fuck out of there. While she's staying there, I gotta hear more about this. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that's a very good point. At the time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another... Huh? Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. Ma'am, you are on the damn stand! I want to hear the end of that sentence. Yeah, madam! Madam! There was another reason you wanted us both out of that room, wasn't there? Don't even think about lying, ma'am. I will get you. You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. No fucking way! Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one on us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue. No, but whatever. A pistol was hanging from Miss Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Tell me more about this, since this happened while we were out. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. What?! You little! But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however. Francisca, what? The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Nah, give me more. So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell this... Oh. This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. You want to know what this unexpected thing was? There's always later. Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, let's continue with what happened. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped the room. Okay, I gotta hear this, definitely. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily. What? Francisca, I'm pointing something out. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember, at that time, the defendant was not physically Maya Faye. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However... With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. You gotta be... fucking with me, madam. Damn. Madam! Is it because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great, well, now what? So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went? I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. If you were, like, out the fuck cold, how the hell did you know she had left? It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough! From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. I'm sure it will. Now, let us take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes. I didn't finish reading! Be quiet, you! Now then, what the escapee has done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Edie Miney, who was sleeping in a side room at the time. Edie Miney? I think you can see where this is headed. No fucking kidding. Hi. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, like, Edie Miney. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the, university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's like, I guess, most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Miney, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, like, I guess. If that's the case, then let us hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine, for my sake. Please. Please. After the murder. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister! I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered your room was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor, Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness? Like, yeah. In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Miney, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Right, the opening cutscene. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eni? Something seems weird there. She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. Like your damn whip. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. No fucking way. The end. Nah. What do you think, Mr. Wright? You know what? I believe this is BS. It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. No fucking way. This testimony just now. Was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolishly fool spots out more foolishly foolish rabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Oh, I'm about to entertain your whip, so just stay put. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. How the fuck did you realize it was her? First off, you were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? Like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult. But I, like, know all about the crime channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? No. Even so, how the fuck would she know it's her? So you really didn't think anything strange with the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But, ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? Yeah? Yes? It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make sure it seems like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. Uh-huh. I wasn't like scared at all, and like her costume looked totally normal. Hold the fucking minute. Hang on. Lana, where's your fucking photo? You're saying that's normal? She's carrying a gun, and she has blood all the fuck over the thing. You really want to say that's normal? I don't fucking think so. That was a very well-spun lie, Miss Eni. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well-constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? I'm sorry, Ooh. Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Yeah, exactly. You're catching on, aren't you? Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying, not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order! Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me! And what you are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. I know. Alright, after the murder, part 2. The side room was, kinda dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. The fuck? And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the challenge chamber. Huh. Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Miss Wright? No! No! Alright, I guess not. Yeah, no, I didn't need to say crap. I am not satisfied at all. Very well, you may question the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Alright. I'm gonna try to finish this whole trial. Let's do it. Ooh. This means I'm nearing the end. The side room was, kinda dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. That's bullshit. And, I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. Tell me more of that. And what was your sister, Miss Miney, like at the time? Oh, well, she was, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Yeah. Uh-huh. And then, I took my sister to the challenge chamber. Tell me more about this. Was your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. Show the whip, ma'am. She says with her whip at the ready. And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the challenge chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? What do you mean? When? When you were in the siren, we're going to the crime scene. Oh yeah, when you were heading to the crime scene. Right, because Pearls was playing in the windy way. She broke the urn, and she's pretty much been fixing that sucker the whole time. While we were waiting for the police and when the cops came. So yeah, when you were heading to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the challenge chamber, of course. No, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, totally can. I'll help you. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the challenge chamber is all that important? Yes! I just said why! I asked because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. I don't get why, but okay. God, that teen voice is gonna get me. I, didn't see anyone on the way to, the challenge chamber. You didn't see anything! I fucking disagree. You would have saw this adorable little damn child there. Objection! You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the challenge chamber. However, that's impossible. What do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting, you have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what's about this child? The fact that she doesn't like you. It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden? Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have had to seen her. So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that? You're really gonna get at me for this. As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous. Nah, I'm not finished. It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish? There is no way someone walking along the winding way could have not noticed Pearl. Right, the urn! She was busy fixing the urn! Take that! This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's what— Phoenix! You probably wouldn't tell anyone! She broke the urn? Yo! Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? 'Cause I am! Just sit back with your damn whip. This urn was broken around the time the challenge started. Ah! And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Miss Miney. Yeah, what do you gotta say to that, you little liar? Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I have to declare you legally blind. Oh, damn kidding. Ugh. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You're a damn liar, that's what. You are a masterful liar! Yeah. Mr. Right, you need to watch what you say. Excuse me! You're really gonna say that to my mouth? We haven't been saying that to Francie's whip? Really now, Judge? The only one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. Oh, let's go. Okay. Let's go, Francisca. I'm ready to fight you. Let's go. Witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. No fucking way. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No fucking way. Your lies end here. What you? The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. I say that's not possible, because there is clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Help me. She just said it herself! Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the challenge chamber, you know? Sure, at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Faye was the only person in the challenge chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the challenge chamber. But you didn't go there by the winding way. But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the challenge chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. You really think you're gonna stop me, Francisca? Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Light, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah, the only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Miney. Now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Well, there's only one place she could possibly be. Right there. Take that! Miss Miney was here, of course. But that's the challenge chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? Uh-huh. That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. Order, order, order! Oh! Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Well, there's only really one place you can hide. It's back here. Duh! Here, of course. Behind the folding screen. Ah! Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. It was dark as fuck! See, you stupid jerk! Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball! Now, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be saying. Shut it, Gramps! As if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. Oh! Ooh! Ooh, that's a new sprite. She's like spinning her hat. The witness is hiding behind the folding screen. With the help of this. Okay. So the folding screen. It had a bullet hole about 8 inches off the ground. If we're saying she hid there, behind the folding screen. Where is it? Oh. Right there. A bullet hole about 8 inches off the ground. Well, doesn't that just fit? If the slipper fucking fits. Miss Miney, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Oh, yes, the pursuit music. Dun, 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 dun. Ah! That tiny little box? Of course I could fit in that. I'm sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Disproved you when she was hiding from me. Yeah. Oh. Okay, Francisca, let's go. But that clothing box is in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright. Do you think you could prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yeah. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime where the murder took place. Because they both have bullet holes the same height. Take that! Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. What on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole. About 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Order! So what you say? Really, Francisca? Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Miney? Yes? That's exactly what I'm saying. Miss Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had a plan from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do it all by herself. Who the hell says that she did this alone? It really isn't possible for one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I to remind you that the foolish receive no mercy. Wait! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? What? You can't be serious. I like that face better. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. Who better yet than the person running the manor while the master's away? Duh! This person! If it wasn't someone from Crime Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Faith household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan, Faye! Isn't it the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? That's really... What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? Oh, she's mad. You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands! Do you deny it? Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of them whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. The gunshot. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that's why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and that was right before we broke in. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Well, we didn't have the key exactly because Maya technically still had it, so we had to find some way to get in there, so yeah. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something that you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. I mean, what is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Oh, my poor voice. Whew. Wow. Oh, who's laughing? Who is that? Laughing at a time like this? Ah! Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? What is this, Pokemon now? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma? Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of the Von Karma blood would lose due to something so this petty? What in the world? Alright. Give it to me. Let's go. Mr. Phoenix writes, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is? If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act? What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was going to say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where's her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I want to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Motive? I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you want Dr. Gray dead is this. That's right! In here! Right here! Doctor lurking in the shadows. If Miss Miney is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister Mimi Miney. Mimi Miney was the nurse at Gray's Surgical Clinic where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed to their death. Is it then just a mere coincidence? That has to be a motive. Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix, right? Just great. Now even she's calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I want to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? See now, stupid rams. I'm, going to explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence. He asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airheaded persona. However, you see— Ow! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix, right? You failed to support your own theory. Sorry. The end. I think we've had our answers, Mr. Phoenix, right? And now the judge? What is going on? What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive piece of evidence to demonstrate your point. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix, right? You should really learn your place. Ugh! What happened? I thought I had her for sure! See, it's just as I, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Miney. God, fuck. Oh, okay. Who hold it? Who said it? Your Honor, please, allow the defense one more minute. Mia, babe, you are the best. Alright, well, I was fast. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But no, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I really do this? We have to, otherwise we're fucked! Let's go, Phoenix, we'll figure something. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Eek! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? You're supposed to be on my side! Ah! Avant Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix, right? And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Whew. Very well. This court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a sec here! Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, well, speaking of this recess, I will call it good for right now. Oh, wow. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Next time, we will continue on with the next half of the trial after the recess. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye!